you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. He's been good. That's really shouting. Time to God has been good to me. Amen. I'm learning more every morning before I get out of bed to thank God for one more day. Amen. Seeing on this side, God has been good to me. He's not on that, but He smiled on me, you know. And then turn around and He's so nice to set me free. God has been good to me. Now you have to tell everybody. You have to tell everybody else. I can only tell you He's been good to me. Yeah, how good He's been. Amen. If you don't mind, Esther 7th chapter 7. Begin at verse 1, and we're going to read through 7, I think, maybe 8. Yeah. And it begins and says, so the king and Haman went to Esther's banquet. I'm reading out of NIV, excuse me. As they were drinking wine on the second day, the king again asked Queen Esther, what is your petition? It will be given you. What is your request? Even up to half of the kingdom, it will be granted. Then Queen Esther answered, if I have found favor with you, Your Majesty, and if I please you, grant me my life. This is my petition, and spare my people. This is my request. For I and my people have been sold to be destroyed and killed, annihilated. If we had merely been sold as men slaves and women slaves and female slaves, I would have kept quiet because no such distress would justify disturbing the king. And King asked Queen Esther, who is he? Where is he, the man who has dared to do such a thing? Esther said, our adversary and the enemy, this is the violent Haman. Then Haman was terrified before the king and the queen. And 7 said, the king got up and enraged left the wine and went out into the palace garden. But Haman remained there. The king had already decided that fate stayed behind to beg Queen Esther for his life. Amen.
Amen.
And we say, give God time. If you look back in Esther, you'll find that King had just inherited 120 properties. And he had a, can you imagine this? A 6-month, 1-week party. And this is where I want to say give God time. If you look back and you'll find, and as we studied this, he had 180 days. How long was that?
6 months.
6 months. 180 days. 180 days and 1 week is why Queen Esther. Now what happened? Can I go back and just do a little catch up on this? Now what happened, the king gave a 6-month banquet. And I'll say this, women just hadn't started being bosses in the 20th century. I can say that right. They hadn't just started. Because what happened on this king had spent all that time getting drunk. And that next, after that, they 6 months was up, he went into the first, and he sent his guys, can I say, to tell the queen to come model for him. Put on her crown and come model in front of all the guys around. And if I could say my word, she said, you out of your tree. I'm not coming out in front of all them people. So, and then the guys, the king's people, said, King, you can't let her get away with this. Because if you let her get away with this, that means every woman in this providence is going to tell them, the husband, it doesn't mean anything. I'm in the book. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all read the book. So he went there, he said, now, so you can't let her get away with this now. You asked her, you told her to come put a crown on and come and show how beautiful you are. All the guys, all these drunk guys, they'll be drunk. Oh, you think you've been drank for 6 months, you're still drunk, right? And all these drunk, if you don't believe me, you go back and read the book now, catch it up. All these drunk guys, the queen said, no, I'm not coming out. And said, no, so the queen, they said, no, so he got rid of Queen Vesti. Now, so he got lonely. I'm just catching up. He got lonely. And they said, what we gonna do, we'll do this. We'll go around up the Vesti and we'll get all these virgins. They'll come in, and can you imagine? So they're gonna have a 1 year of just beautifying. They're gonna come in, then they're gonna take beauty treatments for one whole year, the beauty treatment. And then after that, they're gonna go in, and whoever king decides wants to be queen, that's what's gonna happen. And then that comes along, and now Esther is a Jew. And she got an uncle named, what? Mordecai. Yeah, and Haman, he's a hater. And then what happened is Haman got promoted, and Mordecai was a Jew, and Mordecai said, I don't bow down to men. So what happened is he got an attitude with Haman. Mordecai. Haman got an attitude. Y'all know what attitude is, right? An attitude with Mordecai, because when everybody else came around, and when Haman came around, everybody else bowed down. Haman, I better make sure I get it straight. Let me slow it down a little bit. Mordecai is a Jew. And Mordecai did not bow to Haman. And Haman got an attitude because Mordecai would not bow to him. You know how people are. Now, and what happened, he wouldn't be satisfied with just taking Mordecai out. Esther did Esther, when I read that, Esther, what did Esther ask for when I read that scripture? Her life and the people. So Mordecai, Haman wasn't just satisfied with taking Mordecai. Mordecai was the one that was messing up. Well, I said messing up. Mordecai was the one that wasn't bowing. But he wasn't satisfied with just Mordecai. He wanted to take all the Jews out. So she asked for, when you read that, she asked for her life. But can I just break in here a little bit? As I read that, did you hear Esther stroking the queen's ego? Wait, let me go back. Let's say it again. When I read that, did you hear Esther stroking? Listen to this man, listen to this lady. The kings. Oh, let me go back here. Y'all, let me go. Y'all don't believe me, do? Let me get back there. She did. Okay, I just started moving. Now, first thing, just start. Now, first thing the king said, he asked Esther, what's your petition? In other words, what are you asking for? That's what he said. What are you asking for? So shit now. But and notice the king, he must have been in love too, right? He said, now this boy is rich now. He over 120 properties. So he said, now, what do you want, Esther? Now, what I'll do, I'll give you up whatever you want, up to half of my kingdom. But oh boy, he in love, right? Yeah, but listen to Esther. Esther stroke. Now, he said, Esther, let me just start. Now, first thing, can I just talk about verse 1? I'll just try to walk down. So, first one, he said, first thing, this is the second time. Esther's pretty smart, too. God is pretty smart. This is not the first time they've been to the banquet. So this is the second time. So the first time, and I guess God was talking, first time, she didn't get out what she wanted. She said, no, we need to have another dinner. So it says it right. Now, so the king and Haman, he was a hater, can I get you hated, went to Queen Esther's banquet, and as they were drinking, wine on the second day, right? Is that right, second day? That means that wasn't the first. But on the second day, Haman, let me go back, let me stop. But now, first thing, Haman had another attitude on Mordecai. Because what happened is, Mordecai tipped off the king that somebody was trying to kill him. So now, and then the king called Haman in and told Haman, said, Haman, what would you do for somebody that you want to really recognize? So Haman said, I would get the king horses. I guess Haman had to do that. I would take the king horses, put the man on, y'all remember Bible study, right? I'll take the king horses, and I'll take that man that you want to recognize, and I'll put him on the king horse, and I'll ride him through the streets. Now, Haman thought he was talking about him. So he said, you gonna do him all that? Haman made it sound good. You take the horses, you put your robe on him, and you ride him through the street and tell everybody when they got through the streets, bye. So Haman, he done built himself up, but find out he was talking about Mordecai. So Haman is pulling a horse, I don't say pulling, carrying a horse through the street, and Mordecai is sitting on the horse. Now, and Haman, and Mordecai is, and Haman got a problem because Haman hates Mordecai. I got to get these names straight. So he's going through the street. So don't you imagine he got attitude? Now, my hater, and I got to pull him through the streets on the king horses, and everybody I thought was going to be bound to me is bound to Haman. Second day. So now this is so if you really look at this, you see Haman is really, you know how you let me guess this way. Your things that you're trying to build up, and if you look at Haman's, his little stuff is falling apart. Because, now I said give God time, it's falling apart. Because look at it. The second time, and then the king asked Queen Esther, what is your petition? I'm in verse 2. I will give you what is your request, even up to half of the kingdom. Now I said, the boy was rich, I'll leave it there. And then Queen Esther, boy, ain't this something? My page flipped. It wouldn't flip for me all the time. I got it back though, but it flipped on. It came back. But let's go back. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Walk with me, right? Y'all be talking about walk with me? Yeah, I'm learning. I can't make it without you, Master. Thank you for walking. But listen. Second time around, Haman and the queen is where? They had dinner. At the banquet, the banquet. And the queen is telling the king, he got a request. In other words, can I just stick this in there? You can imagine the Queen Esther, since she struck her, eyes all, teared up a little bit. So, what's happening? Can you imagine that? Y'all, come on now, yeah, right? Oh, y'all, you don't think she's sitting up there all looking all happy, right? She looking all sad. Yeah, y'all know how y'all do it. Look all sad. Maybe had almost wiped this one tear off. Y'all know how it's done. So you don't think she just sitting there and she just, she playing it. You look at it, no. Okay, let's keep going. So she said now. So I have, as I say, stroking his look at verse 3, he said now. And Queen Esther asked, if I have found favor. Oh yeah, now she worked, listen. If I have found favor with you, your what? Majesty. Can I stick this in here real quick? Remember Sarah when she called Abraham Lord? And what? You know what happened? She got a boy. Y'all all right, y'all? Yeah, that's all right. 100 years, 90 years old, when she called Lord, listen. So, your majesty now, King, your majesty, if I have pleased you, please you, grant me my life. Now, this is the queen now. Y'all, you in the book? Grant me my life. Yeah. If I have found favor. You don't think she done found favor? Now, can I ask you this now? He done offered her half of the kingdom. So can you imagine Haman in the midst there? I would be getting kind of nervous now. He done offered half of the kingdom. Don't you think Haman be getting kind of nervous? He know what he been doing. So he should be getting kind of nervous. So the queen said, now, spare me. And Haman, I don't know if he knows she's a Jew yet, but he soon will be. But he said, now, so if I found favor, your majesty, grant me my life. And not only my life, but listen. All right. Yeah, spare my people is my request. I'm asking you to spare my people. And then listen to me, verse 4, it said that, listen to me now. She said, if you were just going to sell us as slaves, that means we'd be working. But see now, they don't want to just sell us as slaves. They want to kill us and annihilate us. So that they don't. I wouldn't have bothered you, King. Yeah, I wouldn't have brought this little bit of problem to you if they were just going to sell them to slaves. If they just going to go out and they going to work them to death, I wouldn't have bothered you. It's in the book. Is that I'm in the book? He said, I wouldn't have bothered you if that was all it was going to do. But can you imagine Haman sitting there? And he's saying now, and he said, and do you think Haman know he's talking about him now? Do you think he's far enough in the conversation that she's far enough in the conversation that know that what? And then the king, after he got there, all right, let me see. Y'all think I'm not in the book. Yeah, and then he said now. Let me start halfway in verse 3. It said, Your Majesty, for if it pleases you, grant me my life. This is my petition. And spare my people. This is my request. Yeah. And then it said now, listen, 4 said now, for I and my people have been sold to be destroyed. Right? Yeah. Killed and annihilated. I'm in the King James Version here. Now then she said, now, if it had merely been sold, right? Y'all there? As men and were male and female slaves, I would have kept. Some women don't do much. Quiet, right? I better stay on course. Now she said, now, if we just going to be sold for slave, I wouldn't have bothered you. You know, I would have kept quiet because not such distress would justify me disturbing the king. Is she still stroking his, boy, is she still stroking his ego? Now, and you know, can you tell you how you know he had an ego? If he done partied for 6 months, you know he got ego. Now, I better not get this one now. See, I wouldn't even disturb you if that's all they was going to do. If they just going to sell them and let them work, that would have been no problem. And then King, and then Queen Esther, and then King asked Queen, who is he? Where is he? The man who has dared to do such things. What do you think Haman doing now?
Shaking his boots.
Yeah. and then 6 says, you know, I'm getting ready, says, King Esther, an adversary, an enemy is, is who? Y'all there? Who? What you call him? Haman. And what you said now, so we find out what Haman is now. Then Haman was terrified. You think he, you know what, you think he got an idea what's going on? Y'all think he did? I'm you know, y'all think I'm in the, and then, yeah, before the king and the queen. So he's shaking, but then they said now, then the king got up in a rage, left the wine, whatever he drank, he left it, right? And went out into the palace garden. But Haman, relying that the king had already decided his fate, stayed behind to beg Queen Esther for what?
His life.
For his life. Now, do that again, huh?
Put in a good word for it.
Put in a good word. But listen, I guess it would have been okay. Put in a good word for me. But now, but can you now put in a good word for me? But what happened? Now the king get there, and when he come back inside, what Haman doing? All right, let me get on, get ready, get on. Okay. To beg Queen Esther for his life. Now, what 8 says, y'all there? Y'all today? Let me let y'all get to 8. Y'all today?
Amen.
All right. Now, 8 says, just as the king returned from the palace garden to the banquet hall, Haman was falling on the what?
Couch.
Who couch?
Esther.
Now, king already got attitude. Now, so he comes back in and Haman doing what? What is he doing? Yeah, whatever. Now, the first thing you can imagine, the queen is reclining on her couch. And the king already got an attitude. And he come back in and Haman's on her couch? Yeah, is that what it said? And let's see. That means I'm going to stay in the book. Then, make sure we're falling on a couch. That's a couch. Reclining. The king was, can I just say mad? teed up. That's a good word. That ain't a good word, but that ain't so you don't get mad. I think it was past anger. Because it said now, because what happened, it says now, the king excelled with his very mouth, the queen, while she is with me. Will you molest the queen? You know what's that? Well, let me go back. Let me go to King James. Y'all get me. I'm going to start at 8. It says, I'm going to do the King James. Then the king returned out of the palace garden into the palace of the banquet wine. And Haman was fallen on the bed. Look different. Oh, God. This thing want to mess me around. Keep moving. Y'all in 8 for me?
Yes, sir.
Read that for me then while I'm
Then the king returned out of the palace garden to the place of the banquet wine. And Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. Then said the king, will he force the queen? Will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, it covered Haman's face.
And now,
He's a bad boy.
that. But listen to me. Now but now he covered his face because they said, the queen didn't want to look at a condemned man. He was condemned. Now, so he was trying to beg, but the king didn't see it that way. And then Haman had been doing some building. He had been in the construction. He was in the construction building too. You know that, right? You know what he had been building?
Oh, he went to kill Malachi.
But he had been building a gallows. Yeah, he had been building a gallows to get rid of Mordecai. And you know who got hung on that?
Oh, yeah.
Haman.
Huh?
Haman.
On his home. And that's what I'm saying now. So sometimes we have to give God time. And I can't look, because if you really look back over the story, the king was a pagan king. Now, and because of what some of the weird stuff he did, can I get so weird? The weird stuff he did, and really, it says, yeah, he got lonely because he got rid of his queen because he was asking her to do stuff she didn't want to do, so she didn't do it. So he got rid of her, and then, but God placed something. Well, maybe I should have said it. God fixed it. There we go. So that because if you go back and look at the whole story, because her uncle, Mordecai was her uncle went to him and said, now, you don't know. God has put you in a place for a time like this. Because what it is, it's time for you to speak up for your people. See, and so now, God don't need time. You know why God made time? We needed time. Because David said that if I had wings and I went as high as I could go, when I got there, you know who would be there? God. If I went as deep as I could go, and when I got as deep as I could go, when I got there, God there. And it also said now, it said now, but it said now, and this is not the word, but it said now, he's too wide to go around. Yeah. And it said too deep to go under, too high to go over. So really, when you look at this story, Mordecai was depending on God. And what we've got to do, we look at all this weird stuff going on in the United States and all around the world, but we've got to wait on God. You got to keep those. God just make things happen.
Wait on him.
Haman, when he started out, didn't think he was become. Let me read this scripture, then I'm getting ready to get out of here. But listen, go back and read why. Just because of God takes everything and work it for his good. You'll find this in Proverbs 26:7. I'll let y'all get there. Who's there? Proverbs 26:27. While I get ready to go to the house. Are y'all there? Because if you look at how Esther came to be the queen, and see and we said favor. Now, I didn't put this in, but can I add this? When Esther came into the king palace, you know what? The eunuch, y'all know what a eunuch is, but the eunuch that they had taken care of them gave Esther extra care. See now, that's why you have to stick with God, because they was wondering, but they gave her extra care. And Esther wasn't the only one who was in line to be the queen. Because and that's why we have to keep with God, because give God time. She wasn't the only one that had the opportunity to be queen. But God favored her to be queen because he wanted to look after his people. So we look at, and I guess we talk about, the word does say everything works together for the good. You look at all the turmoil that the United States is in now, all the backbiting, and how much, if you look at this situation in the Bible, and see how things was going, how things was 6 months of a party, and now that the 6 months is over, now the king want her to do a modeling show, and this lady said, "No, we ain't gonna do no modeling show, not this time around." And then the guys got in there and said, "Now, well, king, we can't have this now, because if she get away with that, everybody in the province is gonna be getting that, and we won't be getting no more hot biscuits and food to eat. So you need to take care of this." And because she decided that was a human decision, right? But did God take it and use it? It was a decision that she made, he made, but God took it and made it to work for his people. I want to say that. We need to stand strong in the word of God. Because what God will do, he will make it work for us. Now, that's for my born again believers. It's because, and that's why I keep saying. Now, if you go back and look at this a little bit, first thing, when Mordecai went to Esther and told about it, Esther asked him to go and fast and ask God. So what we have to do, we have to ask God what he wants us to do. Ask God how he wants us to live. Go back, and you find in this book, nowhere is God mentioned. But if you look at the book, you can see God's hand in the book. Mordecai, that Esther was his niece. Mordecai looked after Esther. At the time, Mordecai didn't know that Esther would be queen, because she had and sometimes we have competition. She had competition. It wasn't Now, can I ask y'all this right quick, man? Just reading the book, how many versions did they have in the number? Let me ask you this. I might try it again. Now, first thing, let me make my point. They had, now, when they started looking for a queen, the eunuch said, we will go find virgins to bring to the queen, right? Did you say that? Did you say that? That part there. Now my question is, how many virgins did they bring to the king? It's in the book. Yeah. Yeah. Now, because it said, how many provinces was it? Now they went to every province and got a virgin out of every province. So how many what? Now, so well, why y'all calculating? Now, so that means Esther wasn't the only one in the number. We'll just let y'all calculate. Look at yeah, let y'all look. Esther wasn't the only one that the queen, that the king was had picked from, right? Y'all look at what I'm saying. Look at me now, and I'll let y'all calculate it. Now, so you got 127 good-looking women the king got to pick from, and he's gonna pick Esther. Is that God's name? Huh? Is that? Y'all see that? Y'all getting that? Listen. See, we get nervous. God, 127. So Esther is I don't know what number it was, whatever. So you got king, 127 women you got to pick from, and you're gonna pick Esther, a Jew. Come on now, listen to me. What? Now, and you needed a Jew to somebody to plead for the Jews. Oh, y'all missing me. See that? You see, you ought to be thankful now because see now you can see God's hand working here, and see now and God's hand works in our life, and we don't take it for granted because we're looking at the situation, still looking at God. Yeah, we're trying to figure the situation out because God handles situations. He doesn't figure them out. Why you figure that? You probably asked Moses at the burning bush. Hey, he handles situations. Oh, y'all missing it. And I'm gone. I only got about 5 more minutes. Because what I want you to see is God used Esther, a virgin, to save the people. Yeah. God used Moses to save the people. Did it? Did it not? Yeah. Now, Esther said, now, if we were just going to be sold for slaves, that would be all right. But they're going to kill us and destroy us and annihilate us. So God used Esther. Oh, yeah. God used Moses to tell the people to go down there and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Yeah. And then Moses got in a conversation with the burning bush. Yeah, right? We had on last book last week, Blue, right? Moses said Pharaoh said Bush. Can I just say Bush? He was talking to Bush, right? You know who was in the bush, but that's what he was talking to, right? He said, who should I tell them sent me? He said, tell them I am that I am. What are you, Lord? I'm whatever you need. Yeah. What? I'm water when you're thirsty. I'm food when you're hungry. I'm a friend when you're friendless. What are you, Lord? Yeah. He asked Hebrews, and when they was in the woods, he was saying he's food. And what happened is we are still looking at President Trump. And we need to be looking at God. Because God has got us out of the back of the bus. And what we did, we left him in the back of the bus. See, when we was trying to get out of the back of the bus, we was busy trying to praise God and look after each other. Now we're busy trying to keep up with the Joneses. And you know, keeping up with the Joneses ain't good because you know what? Jones, they don't care nothing about you. All right. trying to impress people that don't even care about you being impressed. I got 3 more minutes and I'm gone. That clock right ticking, man. What about that? But listen, go back and read Esther and see. I better remind myself one more time. Satan does not want you to know no word, and he don't want you praying. Because what happened is, if you got word and you're praying, you put Satan to flight. I heard Dr. Stanley, I know y'all, I heard him say, you cannot stay out of this book and live a Christian life. Did y'all catching this something this week? You cannot. And it's just like, you can't stop eating and live. And you can't stop drinking water and live. God said, I'm water for you. All right. That's. Come on, sister. Door of God's house is open. As we know that God is still in the blessing business. If you will keep looking to the hills which cometh your help. Listen, if you don't remember anything else in this one, remember, God works out situations to glorify himself. God is not working out situations to glorify you, but to glorify himself. And when we do that and follow his command, we'll be all right.